Guys, so I'm gonna make this super quick because this is like the 7th time I filmed this video within the span of like a month. So this is my Disney College Program application experience. I've never been accepted, I've only been denied. So I want to just give you like a brief explanation of my whole experience from day one to now. So I first heard about the Disney College Program through a poster at the community college I was attending. I've since graduated that school, but yeah, I saw that. It was the fall, so I applied for spring semester. And the first day I applied, I got the web interview and I scheduled my phone interview. So the first time I applied, I got the whole way through, and then I got denied a couple weeks later, I guess. I went onto the Facebook page and I saw a whole bunch of people got denied, and I was like, I probably got denied. And then I went onto my dashboard and I did. I never got the email though saying I was denied, but it said NLIC, which is no longer in consideration. And then I applied twice more after, let me think. Yeah, I applied twice more after that and was put directly in submission, and I never heard anything back, so I was denied, but they didn't even say I was denied. I just didn't get anything, so they leave you hanging like that. So it was kind of, confusing to have at first gotten all the way through, and then, as I got older and more job experience, I was still being denied. So, I just told myself I'm going to keep applying because it's free, I'm still in college, I might as well. So I graduated community college, and you can apply to the Disney College Program up to 6 months after graduating. So I did, and I was actually going to go away to school. So I was planning on being in school this year, but it didn't work out, so I moved to South Dakota, and yeah, I'm actually going to have a vlog posted. It's my September in South Dakota. I'm doing monthly vlogs of every month that I'm here. And so anyway, I applied again, and I was put in submission. And I was like, you know what? This is the third time I'm being put in submission. I'm not going to bother checking anymore. Well, it's kind of really stupid of me, because a month later, I'm living in South Dakota. I had been there for almost a month. Well, here for almost a month. I applied August 24th. And I got the web interview exactly a month later, pretty much. But I stopped checking because also when I moved to South Dakota, I don't have service here because I have Sprint as my phone carrier, and there aren't any Sprint towers around. So if I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, I don't have service or anything. And we didn't have Wi-Fi at the house until like September, the very end of September, and actually no, later than that, but the bank we go to has Wi-Fi. So we're at the bank one day, randomly before work. We all work together, and I log on to the Wi-Fi and I check my email, and I see that 3 days prior to that day, it was a Friday, I had gotten the web interview, and they only give you 3 days to respond. So if I didn't take the web interview that day, they would have assumed I was no longer interested. And I kind of flipped out, and I'm surprised they let me leave. I work at a restaurant. It was a Friday, so I'm the only waitress. And they were like, I was like, I have to take the web interview. So I had to go to the library. I had to stand at the laptop for an hour. Well, not an hour. I was gone for like 40 minutes, I guess. But, and do the web interview. And then immediately after that, I scheduled my phone interview. So, I don't have service, so I had to have them call my sister's cell phone. And I did the whole phone interview, and I think it went pretty well. I mean, I told her my top 3 roles. I'll tell you my top 3 roles. So my top 3 roles are quick service food and beverage, because I worked 3 of the 4 jobs I've ever had was food. I worked at pizzeria, waitressing, and doing the counter. Then I worked concession at a movie theater, and I'm currently waitressing. And then my second one was custodial, because I figured maybe no one really wants that role, so if I put that as my second role, I'll have more of a chance of getting in. And I wouldn't mind doing it anyway. Well, I say that now, but who knows. And then my third one, I put merchandise, because I used to work at Staples, the office supply store, so I did cashier, merchandiser, customer service, all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's pretty crazy how... Oh, and then another thing. This is like... all odds were against me in this time around. So I didn't know that, because the first time I applied, I did it on my iPad, which I'm filming on. I did everything on my iPad. I confirmed the phone and everything on my iPad. Well, this time around, you have to confirm it on a computer, and I didn't know that. So 3 days after I did my scheduled my phone interview, you know, they only give you 3 days to confirm, whatever. It wasn't confirmed. It wasn't saving. I got an email saying I have to do it today. So my best friend Samantha, she did it on her computer for me because you can't do it on a computer, apparently, which is weird. But yeah, so it's kind of funny how I stopped checking, and then I got the web interview, and I find out the very last day that I can do it, and then the phone interview, I find out there's a deer just staring at me. Huh. Can you see it? It's right. Can you point it? Where? Oh, it's right there. On topic. Yeah, so it's just pretty crazy how it's like, I don't know, and then I move across the country, and, you know, everything was super last minute with this, and I think my phone interview went really well. This is the first, I had my phone interview 2 weeks ago, and she told me that in 2 weeks, end of October, beginning of November, they're going to start accepting people, even though some people have already been accepted in the beginning of October. But so this is the first week of I guess officially of acceptances going out. I haven't heard anything. It's a Thursday afternoon, so I don't know. I'm really hoping that I hear something tomorrow or next week, because if I get in, then I'm leaving South Dakota, and if I don't get in, then I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, that's my whole little spiel, and thanks for watching.